David Crosby told me a number of years ago, he said, Joe, one person you don't want to piss off at all is Nash. And he told me a story. He said, one day you were coming into the country, and an immigration officer pissed off Graham. Could you tell us this full story of how this incredible, my favorite Graham Nash solo song, Immigration Man, came about?
Yeah, like I said before, I have to feel. And you piss me off and I'm feeling shit, you know? So,
because I thought, you know, fast forward, I thought you actually wrote Immigration Man for Donald Trump. Are you gonna play that for Donald Trump, Immigration Man?
Do you want to know the truth? Donald wrote it for me. 1970, CSNY played at a show in Vancouver, I think, in British Columbia. And the show was good, and the next day we go to the airport to fly back to our homes, you know, Neil down to Broken Arrow around south of San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco at that point. David and Stephen lived in Los Angeles. And so we get to the airport to fly back home, and they let David and Stephen and Neil in, and not me. You know, I'd only been in the country for about a year and a half in 1970, 71. And I was on this H1 visa. You know, you'd have to go to the American Embassy in Grosvenor Square in London and wait in line for hours to get a visa to come here. Then there was some weird musicians' union rule that you had to prove that nobody here could make music like you before they would let you in. I don't know who judges that shit. I don't quite understand. Anyway, so he gave me a runaround for a couple of hours, you know, checking visas, calling lawyers and stuff. And I don't like to be left out. I don't know if you're the same as me. I don't like to be left out. I'm a band member. I like friends, you know. But this was really isolating me and making me feel not welcome, which is not what I'd experienced in America. So I'm furious, you know, the guy's pissing me off, you know, it's obvious, easy, I mean, there's people asking me for autographs, I mean, it was an insanity. And I on the plane home, I'm thinking about it, and I got into my house in San Francisco and wrote Immigration Man.